After a heart-stopping roller coaster Game 1 victory for the Dodgers, the Ravine is ready to rock again. Another sellout crowd awaits on a warm October day. The Dodgers looking to take a 2-0 series lead on the Padres. First pitch coming up in 60 minutes. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Leadoff LA. John Hartung alongside Jerry Hairston Jr., Nomar Garcia Park. All I know is this great group of fans behind us, they got a lot of pressure on them tonight to live up to what last night's crowd brought to this game. The Dodgers, an incredible victory to open up the series, Jerry. But as both of you guys know, job's not finished.
Job is not finished. You're right, John. Last night was epic. The players, coaching, the fan base was on fire last night. They brought the energy. I think this crowd will bring the energy in Game 2. But again, like you mentioned, John, job is not finished. We got to continue playing great baseball.
You know what I loved? I loved every single fan was in their seat from the very first pitch. They were ready. It was electric. They were ready to go. They knew what was at stake here. The Dodgers felt it. Yeah, we always say it's important. You talk about trying to work all season long to have home field advantage. It's for that very region to be able to play in that type of energy, and I expect the same today.
Well, there are a lot of questions heading into Game 1 of the NLDS against the Padres, and the Dodgers provided some resounding answers. You got to begin with the big show, Shohei Ohtani. No more 860 career regular season games without a postseason appearance, and he showed last night he's not scared of that big stage.
No, he's not, John. I don't think Shohei's scared of anything. I think he thrives in these situations. The bigger the stage, the bigger he comes through. I mean, what we've seen in him, and it's been really since September. Like, it was like, I am in playoff mode now. This is what I've been training for, working my whole life for, to get to these types of moments. And what he's having right now is fun. And because that's what the playoffs are.
Yeah.
The playoffs are fun. And when you're having fun, that means you know you've done everything you're supposed to be prepared for these moments.
And he certainly was prepared. And remember last October, the Diamondbacks punched the Dodgers in the mouth early and often in the NLDS, Jerry. Last night, it started with Shohei. The Dodgers, they punched right back after they fell behind by 3 runs. And even Dave Roberts said before the series started, there's a lot of fight in this team.
Without question. We've seen this team fight all season long, so it was no different. And I'm glad that they got a punch in the mouth right away. That's kind of a wake-up call. I love the way after Shohei Ohtani tied up the ball game 3-3, the Padres went back ahead, but the Dodgers continued to fight, continued grinding out at bat. They got clutch hit after clutch hit. Teoscar Hernandez to put us ahead right there, line drive up the middle. I love their at-bats. I love their approach and the fight.
Well, and 3 hours before first pitch last night, it didn't look like Freddie Freeman was going to be able to play, Nomar. Not only did he play, had a couple hits, even stole a base on that badly sprained ankle.
Yeah, make no mistake, though, I guarantee you, once the medicine wore off, he was feeling it last night. But nonetheless, when you're in this situation, we say, listen, you're doing anything and everything you can to get out there to play for the postseason. This is what you play for. These are the moments. And the adrenaline kicks in and you steal a base. You recognize, listen, there's an opportunity. I still got to play the game. And he took advantage of it. And hopefully he's ready to go once again today.
I think Dave Roberts called that a crash landing into second base there. But it still worked out for Freddie Freeman. Of course, the talk around baseball, it's been about how good the Padres bullpen is since the trades they made at the deadline, Jerry. The Dodgers relievers, though, they reminded everyone last night they are elite as well with 6 scoreless innings.
Absolutely. We talk about the offense being able to come back, but guess what? The bullpen really set the standard and allowed this offense to come back. 6 innings pitched, no earned runs. I just love the fight. Every time they took the ball, these guys really attacked. I know Kopech had a little bit of a hiccup with his command, but it's about picking each other up. Blake Trinan, 39 pitches last night. You think the postseason means something? You better believe it. They were able to perform on a big stage last night, led by the entire bullpen.
What a fun game that was, and with Yoshinobu Yamamoto's rough outing, it basically turned into somewhat of an unplanned bullpen game for the Dodgers. Ryan Brazier outstanding in getting 5 outs. He threw 20 pitches. Alex Vesia got 3 outs on just 13 pitches. Evan Phillips electric for his inning and a third. Michael Kopech struggled a bit with his command, so Dave Roberts went to Blake Trinan to get that 5-out save, and Trinan got it done, but he had to throw 39 pitches. So maybe Trinan would be down tonight after throwing the most pitches he has in 5 years, although he told Dave Roberts before the game, Nomar, that he can be ready to go if needed. As we saw, all of the high leverage guys were used last night. Any concern about their usage going into tonight's game for game 2?
Not really any concern, because we were showing some of the numbers that they ended up throwing. The other thing, too, is we were talking about why trying to get winning the division and getting that home field advantage, but also being able to get to the position where you can have those 5 days off. We know what this bullpen has been taxed all season long. We know that, and has been depended on, the reason why the Dodgers are where they're at right now. So they've had those days to kind of rest, recover. That was game 1. They get used. And then you're going, okay, some of these guys can go back-to-back because they've had those 5 days. And then you have another off day before you have to play game 3. So I think for the majority of those guys, I think they're all will be ready, able to go. And I think Dave Roberts will have no problem going to any one of them if he feels necessary.
Absolutely. I think they're going to try to stay away from late Trinan. I think it'd be nice to stay away from him after throwing 39 pitches because you have the day off tomorrow. Okay, so obviously Alex Vesey is a guy you can throw back-to-back days. He's available. Maybe Kopech. Kopech might be available. I know he threw over 20 pitches, but I think that the energy last night, if he has another night, he calms down a little bit and really starts to command his pitches. So, again, it's the postseason. Everybody, let's go.
Yeah. All right, Dodgers got the win last night, looking to make it 2 straight over the Padres. And last night they got 5 2-out RBIs in the game. Of course, Shohei Ohtani's big 3-run blast, and then Teoscar Hernandez's clutch 2-run single that gave the Dodgers the lead. But they had contributions from top to bottom of the lineup, especially that bottom third. With more on that, let's head inside the stadium for the first time. Check in with Kirsten Watson. She joins us live with more on that lineup production last night. Hi, Kirsten.
Hi, John. Well, focusing on the bottom of the order, if you look back on this last month, there's been a different approach with their at-bats. Miguel Rojas, he talked about how, not only are they forcing the pressure on the starter, getting the pitch count out, but putting the top of the order in a position in which they're getting good pitches. They talked about that today, and so did Dave Roberts.
Yeah, especially knowing that we have our guys in the top of the lineup. Our mentality is gotta be grinding pitches out, having good at bats, regardless of the results of what's gonna be during the whole game. There's going to be 12 at-bats for us there, 7, 8, and 9, And if we have good at-bats and we get a lot of pitches from the starting pitcher, like yesterday, Cease was in trouble just because he threw a lot of pitches, a lot of 3-2 counts, deep in counts, and then Shohei can get a good pitch to hit up in the zone, Like, I think it's a quality at bat that you guys gotta see from the bottom of the lineup, so the top of the lineup get better pitches to hit and actually do damage, because that's what they're here for.
I think that the aggressiveness is sort of tied into the entire lineup. The aggressiveness, I don't know how it manifests to the bottom, because I do think that the bottom, when they're running counts, but still being aggressive, ready to hit. But I do think that there's good outs, there's bad outs, understanding your role in the lineup. And, 7, 8, 9 is, to be quite honest, is kind of to set the table for the top. And so have productive at-bats, and those guys understand their roles.
From talking to a couple of the guys at the bottom of the order, this change in approach and mindset started really a month ago in the series against the Diamondbacks. And we even saw it again in the series that closed out the regular season against the Padres. After Game 1, if you guys remember, Kike Hernandez posted a photo of a hyena. It's that mindset and that aura of taking the approach of a hyena. Let's be aggressive with our at-bats. And so there was a conversation amongst the guys at the bottom of the order. And so they're just putting those quality of at-bats into play. They're being aggressive. They're getting the pitch count to go up, and they're allowing themselves to set the table so that when the top of the order, when they come back up, their at-bats can be even better, and they can get even better pitches to get, guys.
Takes everybody 1 through 9. A great start to the series last night for those guys at the bottom third. Kirsten, thank you very much. As for tonight's lineup for Game 2, to go up against old friend Yu Darvish, here it is. Same exact lineup as last night with Shohei and Mookie at the top. Freddie got here to the stadium around 10:45 this morning to get treatment on his ankle. He is good to go. Teoscar Hernandez batting cleanup. Max Muncy hitting fifth, playing third base. Will Smith does the catching. Gavin Lux at second base. Tommy Edman in center. And Miggy Rowe at shortstop behind Jack Flaherty. Jerry, what sticks out?
Obviously, looking at the big show, he had a huge night last night. Loves the big stage. We kind of touched on it. The bottom of the order, outstanding job keep the same approach, same intensity.
You know, I'm looking at, Mookie Betts. Yeah, you see, okay, zero. He didn't get any hits. We were talking about the importance of Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman. Doesn't mean he didn't have quality at-bats. Took a couple of walks, had great at-bats. So, listen, still important for all three of those top of the guys to get things done.
And it was one of the differences in the game last night. The Padres, 7, 8, 9 hitters, they went 1 for 11. The Dodgers bottom 3 combined for 5 hits. Jerry, when you have Shohei, Mookie, and Freddie looming at the top, that's a game changer when you can get those guys at the bottom part of the order on base to set the table.
Absolutely, it's a game changer. Look at Tommy right there, setting the stage for that inning, getting on base by any means necessary with that bunt. The approach is there. Miggy Rowe really taking a great swing, flat to the zone, and G-Lux had a great night, both offensively and defensively as well. So these guys are vital to this team getting deep in the postseason and win a World Series. And Nomar, you know this. When you win a World Series, 1 through 9, everybody needs to be a tough out.
Yeah, they really do. And we've also talked about this the entire season. Really, in that first half of the season, we were talking about, okay, what do they need? We're talking about the trade deadline. We're like, we need the bottom part of the lineup to get going because they were at the bottom of MLB in a lot of offensive categories for half the season. And it was really when it started to turn is when we saw Gavin Lux finally going, okay, here it is, playing the way we know he's capable of playing. Talked about recovering from that injury, and that was around the right time. Like, okay, here it's kind of rolling. Miguel Rojas has been outstanding in the bottom part of the lineup the entire year. Tommy Edman was a huge pickup for the bottom part. So I think all of these guys, you see Kike starting to swing the bat so much better. All these guys, Chris Taylor, but that has been a major difference. We said it was so vital when you look at the way this lineup is put together that you want that bottom part of the lineup really have quality at bats because we know the thunder that's at the top.
And Miggy Rowe's single with 2 outs that extended that inning gave the Dodgers an opportunity with Shohei, and sure enough, Shohei Ohtani went deep to tie it at 3. Still more to come here from Dodgers Stadium. Gavin Lux, couple of hits last night from that 7-hole for the Dodgers. He's back there tonight, getting the start at second base. Oh, it is great to be a Dodger. Tonight will be Lux's 20th career postseason game. Plus, Jack Flaherty won a CIF title for Harvard Westlake right here at Dodger Stadium. He pitched a 1-0 shutout. The stakes have been raised for him tonight in Game 2 of this NLDS.
ネメ大リーグのドジャスで活躍する大谷翔平投手は緊急も圧倒的なパフォーマンスを見せつけました。彼は無四資本取りで第3次大点でリーグ2冠を達成し、さらに無四修道取りでを記録して史上筆の無資本取りで大&無児童取りでという弁人未到の偉業を成し遂げました。そして風化レベルの選手の出場式と比較してどれだけチームの勝利を増やしたかを示すセイバーメトリクスの指標ウォーでもリーグトップの 9.2 を記録。この数値は緊急の大落ちの活躍がいかに特別なものであったかを物たぎっています。しかしこの数字は単なる意識的なものではなく第5にの継続的な競技のパフォーマンスを象徴しているのです。名スポーツビジネスメディアスポルティコのデータ記者レブ・アーカバス主がユスシュツイッターで公開したデータによると2021年から2024年までの4年間で各選手が積み上げた WAR の合計ランキングでダイホヌは圧倒的な3次起点球種を記録しました。この数字は1年平均で9点無という敬意的なもので他の選手と比べても高外れの成績です。2位にランクインしたアーロン・ジャッジは3次1点馬であり、さらに3位のファン・ソトは西流転移と第5との差は基地以上も開いています。赤羽筋はこのデータを公開し、翔平大谷は2021年以降のワールで圧倒的な差をつけて MLB トップになっているとコメントしています。4年間でこれほどまでに大きな数字を積み上げた遠根の継続力にはファンや専門家からも驚きの声が上がっています。日本のファンからもこれは本当にないですね。一発ものは大事いるけど継続して結果を出すことがいかに難しいかを大工のは証明しているといった称賛の声が調査でいます。大工のは単なる意識的な成功ではなく毎年安定してトップレベルのパフォーマンスを維持していることがこの圧倒的なワールの数字に現れていますといった称賛の声がWARという指標は大局や守備、総取り出などすべての要素を総合的に評価するものであり、これだけの成績を残すことはペー大地のことではありません。特に 大工のように二刀流で活躍する選手にとって、この数字は彼がいかに多方面で貢献しているかを示しています。アーロン・ジャッツ・ジャファン・ソートといった他のトップ選手も素晴らしい成績を残しているものの、第2の数字は別次元です。この3次起点集という数字は、彼が2021年以降、どれだけのインパクトをメジャーリーグベースボール全体に与えてきたかを象徴するものであり、その継続性が特別すべき点となっています。小田倉がここまでの数字を積み上げてきた背景には、彼の高くした才能だけでなく、日々の努力やコンディション管理の徹底があることは間違いありません。彼の打球、投球、総取りで全てにおいて高いレベルを維持し続けることは容易ではなく、それが4年という長期間にわたって可能であったことは、彼の持つ強い精神力とプロ意識を示しています。今後、大谷がどのようにさらに進化していくのか、そして対し、ズーン以降、どのようなパフォーマンスを見せてくれるのか、ファンや専門家の期待はますます高まっています。彼のような選手は歴史的に見ても非常に適であり、その継続力はメジャーリーグベースボールの未来をも左右する存在として注目されています。このように、小田翔平は単なる意識的なスター選手ではなく、長期にわたり結果を出し続ける本物の選手であり、これからも野球界に新たな伝説を作り続けることでしょう。